Back at the demon, before Selra returns, the party make their surprise attacks. Garen goes first, moves to the demon and attack with his greatsword, but rolls a natural one. As Garen swings, he trips on a loose rock and stumbles. His sword goes flying from his hand, and he falls to the ground, vulnerable. The demon turns its attention to Garen, ready to strike. "Faye, it's your turn. What do you do?" Faye fires an arrow at the demon, rolls 8, adding her to hit bonus of 5, getting a total 13. The arrow grazes the demon's side, but doesn't do much damage. "Aaron, it's your turn. What do you do?" Aaron casts Ray of Frost, targeting the demon. She rolls 15, adding her to hit modifier of 3, getting a total of 18, hitting it square in the chest. The demon recoils from the cold blast, its movement slowed. Garen quickly gets up from the ground and looks around for his sword. He spots it a few feet away, lying on the ground where it fell. He moves towards it, keeping an eye on the demon. The demon takes advantage of Garen's distraction and charges at him, swinging its fiery claws. Garen rushes towards his sword, but the demon's attack is too quick. The demon slashes at him with its fiery hand axe, hitting him in the shoulder. Garen takes 8 points of slashing damage from the demon's attack. Despite the pain, Garen manages to grab his sword and turn towards the demon, ready to strike. Garen swings at the demon, rolling 10, adding his 2-hit bonus of 4 for a total 14. It dodges out of the way, narrowly avoiding Garen's attack. Now it's the demon's turn. The demon lashes out at Garen with its fiery claws again, trying to take him down. The demon rolls a 17, hitting him in the chest. Garen takes 10 points of slashing damage from the attack. Garen falls to the ground, unconscious and bleeding from his wounds. The demon turns towards the rest of the party, its eyes glowing with malevolent intent. Faye knocks another arrow and fires at the demon, hitting it directly in the chest with a total roll of 22. The demon lets out a roar of pain as the arrow strikes true and deals 11 points of damage. Faye then moves back and seeks cover behind a nearby tree, hoping to avoid the demon's attacks. Aaron casts a ray of frost at the demon, hoping to slow it down. She rolls, but misses with a total of 11 to hit. Aaron also moves back and seeks cover in the ruins of a nearby building. Garen, being unconscious, makes his first death-saving throw, succeeds the save with a roll of 10. The demon roars in frustration as its prey moves out of reach. It decides to focus on the unconscious Garen, hoping to finish him off before turning its attention back to the rest of the party. The demon moves towards Garen's prone form, its fiery claws raised to strike. The demon rolls a 21 to hit with its fiery claws, dealing Garen 2 failed death-saving throws. Garen is now 1 step closer to permanent death. Faye, not being able to reach her friend, who is being slaughtered by the demon, fires another arrow. She misses the shot with a total roll of 11. She curses under her breath, feeling powerless to help her fallen friend. Erin channels her fear and anger into her spellcasting, unleashing a powerful witch bolt at the demon. The bolt connects, striking the demon with a burst of arcane power. The demon takes 12 points of damage from the spell, its body writhing in pain. As Selra returns to the clearing, she sees Garen lying on the ground, close to death, with the demon towering above him. She is momentarily struck by fear and helplessness, unable to act. Garen makes another death-saving throw and succeeds, 1 step closer to recovering. The demon turns towards Selra, sensing her presence. It growls, its eyes blazing with malice. It's now the demon's turn. The demon moves towards Selra, ready to strike. It rolls to hit with its fiery claws, getting a total of 20. The demon's fiery claws strike Selra, dealing 9 points of slashing damage. The flames on the demon's claws burn Selra's skin, leaving painful wounds. Faye runs towards the demon, her short swords at the ready. She strikes out with both swords, but the demon manages to dodge her first attack. However, her second attack lands true, striking the demon for 3 points of damage. The demon snarls in anger, turning its attention towards Faye. Selra composes herself, calling out a healing word to Garen. His wounds begin to close, and he stirs slightly, regaining consciousness. With Garen's safety somewhat ensured, Selra turns towards the demon and draws her magical dagger. She strikes out with it, hitting the demon for 7 points of piercing damage. The demon roars in pain, its body writhing from the impact of the attack. The wolf rushes towards the demon, its jaws snapping at the demon's heels. It manages to bite the demon, dealing 6 points of damage. The demon is badly wounded, but it still appears to have some fight left in it. Erin continues to channel her witch bolt, unleashing another burst of magical energy at the demon. The bolt strikes the demon with a fierce crackle of electricity, dealing 10 points of damage. The demon staggers, its movements slowing as it struggles to stay on its feet. Garen gets up from the ground, his wounds still aching, and charges towards the demon, his greatsword at the ready. He swings with all his might, but the demon manages to dodge his attack, its movements still swift despite its injuries. The demon turns towards Garen, ready to strike back. The demon rolls a 18 to hit with its fiery claws, dealing him a grievous wound of 9 points of damage. He falls to the ground once more, unconscious and bleeding. Faye strikes out at the demon with both her short swords, her determination to end this battle evident on her face. She rolls a 16 to hit with her first attack, and a 21 to hit with her second attack. Both attacks connect, dealing a total of 12 points of damage. The demon lets out a final howl of pain and fury before collapsing to the ground, lifeless. The battle is won, but at a great cost. Garen is still unconscious, and the party is battered and wounded from the fight.